We're going to use the pec to show you some of the techniques that we teach on the remedial course. So the first one is the resistor stretch. So what we do is we get the person right on the edge of the couch and we're going to stretch the pec major, so the fibres run in this kind of direction here. So I have to take it into the maximum stretch that it takes, and I'd be really careful with something like a shoulder joint because you can overstretch it. But that's it at the natural stopping point. Is that okay, Kathy? Yeah. Just really check with your person that you're not overstretching it. And all I'm doing is I'm then going to say to Kathy, can you push up into my hand? And then relax. And as she relaxes, I'm just going to take that a wee bit further. And then push up again. And relax. And you'll see it goes a wee bit further again. And push up again. And relax. And it's gone a wee bit further yet, but that's almost at the bottom, I think. Now push up again. And relax. And I didn't get any gain there, so that's when to stop. So it's not a set number of times, it's just until you don't get any further gain. So that's a resistor stretch. We're taking it into its full stretch, and then we're getting them to push up against us, and as they relax, we just take up any gain that we can get in the stretch. An eccentric stretch, the starting point is full contraction. So for the pec, we could even put a wee bit of medial rotation in if we wanted. So that's it at the flexion that the pec major operates at, medial rotation and adduction. So that's our starting point. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push that into the stretch. I'm going to do it a little bit back to front like this. I need to be holding this shoulder. I need to have my hand on the muscle that we're trying to operate. And then I'm going to push it. And I'm going to ask Kathy to give me a little bit of resistance as I push her down, but let me win. So she just gives me a wee bit of resistance, and I push that into the full stretch. I then take it back up to full contraction, and I push it back into the stretch with Kathy giving me a little bit of resistance. And it's like a pumping action. And once you get going with somebody, it actually feels quite good. And it's just a very rhythmic up and down. And Kathy just gives me a little bit of resistance as I push down. And again, be wary, especially the shoulder, of not overstretching it. And there's no set number of times, but you've got to think about the person that you're treating, and you don't want to tire them too much. Better off doing a few, giving it a little bit of a break, and then either doing something else or doing a few more. So that's the eccentric stretch. So with an eccentric stretch, you start in full contraction and you push it into the stretch while the person that you're treating resists you slightly. For the resistor stretch, it's the other way around. You take it into the full stretch to begin with, and then you get them to resist you, pushing it down into a further stretch, but then as they relax, you take it into a little bit more stretch. So that's the resistor stretch and the eccentric stretch.